Good morning, students. We are learning water resource engineering and hydrology. We are discussing on dams and reservoirs. Well, in today's lecture, we will discuss about sedimentation of reservoir. Well, in this lecture, we will discuss about types of sedimentation load, the causes of reservoir sedimentation, and how we can control the reservoir sedimentation. Well, let's start the lecture with our topic, that is reservoir sedimentation. Well, all the rivers carry certain amount of sediment which is produced due to erosion in their particular catchment areas. Well, these sediments are deposited in the reservoir on the upstream side of the dam as shown in this figure. So here you can see this is the coarse sediment, those are deposited, that is upstream side of the dam. Well, this sediments generally occurs because of the reduction of velocity. Well, sedimentation reduces the available reservoir capacity. The reservoir will be occupied by these sediments rocks. Well, with the continuous sedimentation, the useful life of the reservoir also goes down. So let's say these sediments which are carried by the river, that depends basically on the nature of the soil for that particular catchment area, the topography of the catchment area, the vegetation cover that is available on the reservoir surface, and intensity of rainfall. Well, if the soil in the catchment is loose and erodible, the sediment load will be the large. In case of catchments that are having the steep slope, the sediment load is large because for the steep slope, the velocity of water will be high. Now, if the catchment area has no vegetation cover, that means if it is plain without any vegetation cover, there the soil at such place, the soil is easily erodible, and thus the sedimentation load will be large. And if the intensity of rainfall is high, the discharge in the river is increased and the sediment load will be more. So basically these are the factors that depend on the sediments that are carried by the river. Well, if we talk about the type of sediment load, we have two different types of sediment load. First, suspended load and the bed load. While talking about the suspended load, it is the part of the sediment load which does not move in contact with the bed of the river, but it is held in suspension against the gravity by the vertical component of the turbulent flow. Generally, this suspended load consists the relatively finer material for the sediments. While talking about the bed load, it is that part of the sediment load which moves in contact with the bed of the river, consists of relatively coarser material. So such type of material are connected with the bed as it completely sediment on the river bed or the reservoir bed, we can say. Now let's discuss on the causes of reservoir sedimentation. Well, the first, that is the nature of soil in the catchment area. Well, if the soil in the catchment area of a river, or we can say a stream, is loose and erodible, the river water will carry large amount of silt which will be deposited in the reservoir. As the surface, the soil is loose and erodible, so the lower velocity or lower intensity of rainfall can able to drag that particular soil. and so that there would be a high sedimentation. While the next, that is the vegetation cover. The river flowing in the catchment area having a poor vegetation cover that will erode the soil very easily, and it carry a large amount of sediments get deposited in the reservoir. The catchment area is covered with the proper vegetation cover such as plants or trees. The erosion of the soil by flowing water will be controlled. Third, that is the topography of that particular catchment area. Well, the catchment areas with the steep slope will give rise to the higher flow velocities and such causing the erosion of the soil. The river flowing in such areas carry a large amount of sedimentation. So if we are constructing a reservoir and if we want to control this sedimentation problem, we should make sure that the slope that is not a steep slope. Okay. The fourth, that is the intensity of rainfall. Well, it is but obvious, higher the intensity of the rainfall, higher will be the rate of runoff, and as higher the runoff, more will be the erosion of soil, because though the reservoir containing the coarser sedimentation rock, but if the intensity is high, the velocity of water have that power to drag that coarse material to the reservoir. Okay, so that will also make a rise in sedimentation load. Okay, so intensity of rainfall also play an important role in the sedimentation. The fifth, that is the cultivation of land. Well, the cultivation of land, the catchment area, makes the soil loose, and a loose soil is easily erodable. So by flowing water, it may cause a higher sedimentation in the reservoir. Okay, so these are the basic causes of reservoir sedimentation. Now we'll discuss about how we can control this sedimentation. Well, in order to increase the useful life of the reservoir, it is necessary to control the deposition of sediment in the reservoir. And for that, few methods are used to control this problem. So the first, that by selecting a proper reservoir site, we can control the reservoir sedimentation. So while selecting the sites for the reservoir, okay, we should make sure that the load of the sediment in the flowing water from the different tributaries is considerably low. Now, if it is found that tributary carries the heavy sediment, then the reservoir site should be shifted towards the upstream side to avoid this problem. The reservoir site should be such that it excludes runoff from easily erodible catchment area. The second is reservoir design. The sediment trapped in the reservoir also depends upon the reservoir design. A small reservoir on a big river has a lesser trap efficiency. Hence, at the beginning, the reservoir should not be constructed to its full capacity. If the dam is constructed lower in the first instance and is being raised stage by stage, the reservoir life will be very much increased. So during the flood, the sediment carried by the river is maximum, and hence the sufficient outlets should be provided in the dam at a different elevation, so that the water that are carrying heavy sediment may be discharged on the downstream by opening that particular outlet, and the upper outlets will carry the suspended particles. The third, that is the control of sediment inflow. Well, the inflow of sediment to a reservoir can be controlled by constructing check dams and by providing vegetal cover over the catchment area. So these preventive measures will decrease the soil erosion and hence the sediment inflow is reduced. The fourth, that is the control of sediment deposit. Well, the deposition of sediment in a reservoir can be controlled by some extent, that is by designing and operating the outlets of the dam. Well, if the sediment deposit in the reservoir can be controlled by proper operation of the gates and head regulators of the canals, that will definitely control the flow of sedimentation rock. So during the flood, when the sediment inflow is higher, the scoring sluice must be opened to discharge the silt at the downstream side. The next, that is by removing the sediment deposit. So while the sediment is already deposited in a reservoir, that can be removed either by the excavation or through the scoring sluices. So those scoring sluices which are provided at the bottom of the dam by losing the sediments and also by mechanical agitators. So we have two options. We can manually excavate, which is rarely possible, and also by opening the scoring sluices. These two are the methods from which we can remove the sediments. The sixth, that is the erosion control in the catchment area. By controlling this erosion, we can also control this reservoir sedimentation. So the control of erosion in the catchment area will definitely reduce the inflow of sediment to the river, and subsequently there will be less inflow of sediment to the reservoir. The method of soil conservation are quite effective in controlling this sedimentation reservoir, and this various method of soil conservations are afforestation, provision of controlled bunds, checking the gully formations by providing small embankments or by providing the check dams, by controlling the cultivation, by controlling the grazing. So the provision of vegetation cover is also helping in reducing the seat erosion, that is the bed erosion. Okay, so these three are the methods, these three are the ways from which we can control the sedimentation in the reservoir. Okay, thank you so much students for your kind attention. I hope you understand this topic thoroughly. Thank you so much.